In the United States, this kind of tradition doesn't exist. So when we got here, it was something totally new and different. This is one of the giants, actually the one I'll be helping to carry, the palator. What happens is, during the parade, there's one person inside the giant, and there's two other individuals on either side flanking the giant, helping to guide him, because you can't see very well out of the giant. Every one of the giants is different, because they all have a different center of gravity and a different point of balance. So you just have to, that's why you're assigned to a specific one and usually stay with that one, so that you get used to it. I think he's probably about 30 kilos maybe. The king, Goliath, he's 80 kilos. He's the worst one.
And how does it feel?
Good.
After a month?
Pretty good.
Not a lot of hard here? Does it hurt here?
No.
No?
Yeah, I've certainly been accepted as part of the group and part of the clique, yeah. They need a lot of people to do this too. When you get assigned to a certain giant, you start to feel like you're part of them really, and you find yourself wanting to research the history of the Ommegang and of the giants that you're carrying in particular. So I've done some studying about the history of Lear and the history of the Ommegang. It's fascinating history. A lot of people marrying a lot of other people, and the history of Europe gets pretty complicated because there's all these marriages between kingdoms to acquire power, and we're going to invade these guys and take over. And it's like, it's too much to follow. We didn't have all that in the U.S. My father was in the Second World War. He died when I was young, so he couldn't tell me directly about his experiences, so I kind of had to learn on my own. So I became fascinated by it very early on when I was 10 years old, and I've been studying it ever since. World War II and military history are an obsession for me. And you can ask my wife, I mean, if you look in the bookcase in our kitchen, you're going to see rows and rows of books. I can't get enough of it. I'm always looking at my books. I'm the only expat that's part of this. And I think they like that because they like to see people reaching out and becoming part of the culture. I want to be involved in the community you're living in, and so interesting historically, too. I've always studied history, and I always will.